Alright, hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are finally diving into the second half story quest of Wuthering 3.1. This is the Luuk story quest, where we left off. We we lost Imus, but we're gonna do what we can to get her back. So go ahead and get started. We are streaming this live on Twitch over at Stellar ACC. If you ever want to head on over there and find out what we're doing, we play a variety of fighting games like Grand Blue, Under Night, the occasional Street Fighter 6, and some other random stuff. Right before this, actually, before we started this story quest, we were actually streaming Resident Evil 4 Remake Wuthering Edition. I will let you guess what that means, but you've probably seen a YouTube short about it. But yeah, we have a lot of fun over on the Twitch channel, so if you guys like what you see on the YouTube channel, head on over there. With that being said, let's go ahead and head over here and see what this story quest is going to be all about. We're dealing with Luuk for the second half. Luuk did mention that he wanted to talk to us about our plans for the Strider Gate. But whether or not we pick up from there, I guess we'll have to wait and see. Luuk, I'm here.
Navora. She's been staying here to recover.
Ah yes, the character everyone has been extremely suspicious of. Everyone thinks you are either Cristofaro or the Grand Architect because of how weird you were acting in that first half quest. And to be honest, people have a point. You were acting really weird.
Injuries, Navora?
Oh, it's you, Rover. Yes. I'm feeling much better. Dr. Herssen took very good care of me. I just did what he said and rested for a few days here, and I barely feel any pain now. Are you here to visit him?
Why do you want to know, huh?
Yes, we have something to discuss.
He's in the counseling room.
Oops, I did not
next
mean
door.
to skip that.
My friend Sigrika is in there. It might take a while, huh?
Sigrika's getting counseling
Take care
for
of
what?
yourself.
Wonder what Sigrika needed counseling for. I guess we're gonna find out.
How to put this? I think you can have more faith in yourself, Sigrika.
Faith in myself.
You see, people can be more perceptive than you might realize, including those you care about. So try not to take everything to heart. Go a little easier on yourself.
We're already setting up for her story quest in 3.2. This is our introduction
Good or
to it.
bad, true or false, these things have a way of coming to light. And as your friend Denia said, sometimes a little distraction is good for your health.
Denia. We seen
Yeah.
Denia? I
I'll
don't think
give
we
it
have.
a try. Thank you, Dr. Herssen.
Unless there's just a
You're
random
welcome.
NPC.
Again, don't push yourself too hard. I take it you're the type who'd suddenly bolt up in bed at night, wide awake, worrying about an exam? And that'd probably go on for a whole week.
That's gonna be a meme.
Is it really that obvious?
That's gonna be a meme face.
Only my conjecture. Would you like some candy? Sweets help keep a smile.
Sure. And is it okay for me to come back some other time, Dr. Herssen?
Why, of course. Feel free to visit my office anytime, Sigrika.
It's nice to see Luuk be an actual, like, doctor. Like, we actually get to see him do that stuff. It's not just a name. Are you gonna call us weird again, Sigrika? Navora is still
So,
acting really
About
sus.
that exostrider plan you mentioned. Let's get into it.
All in good time. Let's start with something lighter first.
Something lighter?
Any topic at all, but let's slow the tempo a little. You're too eager. Your emotions are clouding your judgment. You must feel it too. Here, a piece of candy. It'll help take the edge off and lighten the mood.
I don't want your candy. I want
No.
Imith back, damn it.
Thanks.
I understand your anxiety over Imith's situation. You've always held her dear, but it's taken more out of you than you realize. Things are best taken one step at a time. The Exostrider hasn't awakened yet. The key is to pace ourselves. Slow and steady, right?
I'm glad that Rover isn't over it. Like, there is a part of me that was a little worried that Rover's gonna keep being,
Okay.
you know,
You're right.
Rover. But nah,
Let's table the exostrider
they are
for now.
actually letting
Let's talk
them
about you, Luke.
experience the emotion of loss of Imith.
I trust Imeth. What we experienced together proved she was telling me the truth. And there's a connection there I can't ignore.
Are we gonna finally confront
You
Luke?
and me. We might be strangers in passing who became confidants, as you put it. But it feels like every conversation we've had just skims the surface. I prefer to know who I'm working with before jumping into something as big as opening the Strider Gate. It'll affect the entire Lehigh Roy region.
All right, here we go. Rover being smart, not instantly trusting
taking.
everyone.
It seems a proper
I
introduction.
mean, he
is
trusts
long
Luke, but
overdue.
like, he's definitely a little cautious
Please.
around him.
Ask me anything. I'll answer as candidly as I can.
Are you Cristofaro?
Are you a consultant from the Black Shores?
That I am not. Work that leaves documented trails doesn't suit my style. But I am acquainted with quite a few bloom bearers.
Imeth said she didn't know you
He
well,
probably knows Alto.
but that I could trust you. You also know about the bond between me and her. How?
Imeth is a sharp girl. Even though you never introduced me to her, she could read between the lines of your actions. She's a lot like you. Smart, driven, good at bearing burdens. Though she's proven to be even more stubborn than you are.
He's been keeping a
After you
close
left
eye on her,
Roy,
hasn't he? Since we've left.
She came to see me a few times in the name of counseling. To learn about you.
Or Imith came to him. Never mind.
You
I'll
didn't
shut
tell
up.
her anything.
I didn't. You had other tasks for me here in Lehigh Roy. You didn't let us properly get to know each other because you wanted to shield her from my line of work. She later stopped these visits after realizing that. Still, I really hoped she would have opened up to me more. You both tend to keep things to yourselves, and that's never good for anyone.
Not gonna lie, I feel like we kind of put Luke in a tough spot there with Imith. Like, I mean, he understood that Rover didn't want Imith involved with whatever Luke's usual line of work was. But like, I feel like that didn't really let him help Imith the way she needed it. Kind of led us to where we're at today. Not that I don't think Luke would have been able to talk Imith out of doing this, or Luke's teachings or help could have maybe prevented her from doing what she did, but like, it definitely didn't help the situation. And it does seem like Luke feels a little bad about not being able to help Imith with that line he just said.
One last question. What did you mean? I had other tasks for you.
That is a key topic, but not suitable for discussion here. The Space Trek Collective is backed by a number of different nations and powers. Their internal politics are of no concern to us. There are many watching eyes among the support staff. The infirmary is, after all, a public space. Why don't we take this somewhere more private?
I feel like we've already
Where?
said too much in a public space.
I have a place in mind. Just come with me, Golden Boy.
Golden Boy. He had to have been an ex-lover. That's gonna annoy some people that
More
I said
personal
that.
business to attend to again, Dr. Herssen?
Shh. Just a quick break, Nana. Mind holding down the fort? The next shift will be here soon.
Take care, Doctor. Do try to return in one piece.
Don't worry.
I'm still
I have him with
confused
me
by
today.
Nana. Like, I feel like she's gonna end up being something important. I don't know how important, but I don't know. There's been like, I don't want to say a focus, but they've definitely pointed her out quite a bit. Also, there's someone following us. There is a student following us. You guys see that off to the right? There is someone following it.
Sundermere.
Oh, there's
Yes.
my bike with Imeth
Keep
on
a
it.
small workspace of my own here.
And to the place Luke mentioned. Do I want to take the tunnel, or... No, I don't. Actually, wait, I can drive over water. I don't need to worry. I was gonna fly up that thing, but... We can drive on water now. We don't need to worry about it. Ugh.
Leave them to me. Let's not waste any more time.
Havoc Rover, really? I guess
Eyes on
Rover
you.
is in a bad mood, so Havoc makes sense, kind of. Also, speaking of Havoc Rover, I was having to stop the other day. They really should have upgraded Havoc Rover at the beginning of 3.0.
The Exostrider's sword emits a unique frequency. It shields my workspace from most long-range detection methods.
The way that Spectro Rover got Spectro Frazzle at the start of 2.0, Havoc Rover should have been given Tune Break, like Tune Break Rupture and Tune Break Shifting at the start of 3.0. I think that would have made sense. Because they started 3.0 with 2 Tune Break supports and no DPS. So they could have given us a free Tune Break DPS in the form of an upgrade for Havoc Rover. I think that would have been smart on their part to do that. Plus, it'd be like a cool tradition to have where every new version we get an upgrade for like every new region, maybe. I don't know, depending on how they do it. We get an upgrade to the previous rover. So like next version 4.0, Arrow Rover will get an upgrade, and then so on and so forth. I think that'd be a cool way to keep the past forms of Rover updated and still keep them relevant, you know? Plus, it would have made sense. Havoc Rover is a DPS. So what do? You add a new Tune Break mechanic to him that keeps him as a DPS that you can use him with the 2 Tune Break supports that you would have dropped in 3.0. It makes so much sense. I kind of wish they ended up doing that. Alright, we got 2 Lukes on the screen. 2 Lukes on the screen. This is some people's wildest dreams right here. A small workspace. Don't look that small. What the fuck? This looks huge.
Quite a stash.
This is what a secret room is about. Now, where were we? Let's start with the conclusion before we get into all the details. You asked me to come to Lahai Roy to watch for any Fraxidus activity. Warren was the first Fraxidus mole you uncovered, and he certainly won't be the last.
Okay,
Think of the Space
interesting.
Trek Collective as a web of competing powers. It's as much a haven for independence as a playground for agendas. An isolated polar region, rich with exoswarm and the potential for technological breakthrough. Lahai Roy is a gold mine, even for the Fraxidus.
You're saying the fall of Helios wasn't their real goal?
It was one of several. After your journey in Huanglong and Renacida, I'm sure you've come to realize their true aim.
The Thenodian. Aleph 1.
Correct. Given the Threnodian's unique nature,
Should we be
It's sure to
concerned that
catch their
Luke know
attention.
about our adventures
Moreover,
in Renaissance 10?
Aleph 1 is
Huanglong?
closely linked to the Strider Gate, which may be our ticket to outer space.
I don't know if we should be
Spying
concerned
on
about that.
Fraxidus is risky. Why would I have chosen you for this task?
Well, that is a bit of a long story.
Fade off into the distance. Oh, I thought we were gonna get a
You've always preferred
flashback.
to see things for yourself. Please, follow me to that table.
Acre containers. What the? A golden hue. Is this a thing of his blood? Oh, so this is a whole new mechanic. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a container of his blood.
The golden serum, developed by the Naviale group. I prefer its other name, Ichor.
Ichor.
My father started it as a medication for rare diseases. But as research progressed, it came to represent something far more ambitious. The drug of evolution.
Evolution. Sounds like something the Fraxidus would like.
Well, on paper it worked. I became its resonator, so it would be unfair to say it was entirely useless. But I was a rare case who survived. All it cost me was excruciating pain and my colored vision. Most test subjects like me didn't make it. It wasn't
that's
until
depressing.
I met you that I realized there was more to the story. The rest is in my study, shall we?
Oh, so he said this is a small base. This is definitely more than just a small base. I did not mean to climb the shelf. Child's drawing of a family rendered in simple, earnest line. Always happy, Ryan Herssen. So he had a
My
brother?
brother Ryan drew this picture. We're not related by blood. Father took us both in after his own children passed away from a rare illness long ago. Ryan never could handle pain, but he was easy to cheer up. Whenever the grown-ups would give me candy, I'd save it all for him.
That explains the candy.
So, that's why he always has candy with him.
For a while, I tried to be the perfect son Father wanted. It never worked, so eventually I stopped trying. It only got worse from there. What Father tried to do to Ryan was unforgivable. And then came that accident. I thought what my father did was a rather mundane story. A cliché. Someone trying to atone for past guilt, only to cause greater harm. Until your hints made me suspect it was someone's staged finale. So I had my father's grave exhumed. It was empty.
Staged finale? This has Cristofaro written all over it. Staged finale. That has Cristofaro written all over it. Don't tell me... Don't tell me that Luke is Cristofaro's adopted son. Is that where this is going? That's gonna be an insane twist if that's where this is going. There's no way that's where they're going with this, is it? No way. For the new Federation. So this is their report.
The entire Lola logistics carrier was already blown to smithereens by the time I recovered this page. I managed a quick glimpse before the fire consumed most of the page. It is a report from an overseer.
A Fraxidus Overseer's report on its way to the new Federation.
Yes. Tucked away in a Lola logistics delivery box. The recipient is Eris in the new Federation.
That's someone we haven't met yet. Wonder if it's the one that was in that concept
Those
art
3
in
items
the
you
closed
just showed
beta.
me. Did the Fraxidus get into Noviali's work after learning about the Icarus potential for evolution?
They didn't just get into our work. They went a step further. Replacement. Have you ever met the Fraxidus' Grand Architect?
Yes, unfortunately.
The 1,000-faced survivor. We met near the Styx Lake deep within the Dark Tide. Wait. Does this mean your father was...
Yes. My father was just another face the Grand Architect borrowed. Though looking back now,
Oh,
I can't recall the moment the real him was taken. I think the Grand Architect sees life and death as a game. I wouldn't be surprised if Father was even smiling in his coffin as we buried him in that downpour.
oh, that is... Damn, okay.
So, that's your answer. Why did you choose me? Because I have a very personal reason to go after the
Dude, he looks
Fraxidus.
evil. Like, he looks
Hatred.
mad as fuck in this shot.
hatred? Even now.
Now, it has become something of a habit.
Ah, that's a good reason for
Continue
Luke to go
strain of
after them.
Investigation, and you'll see for yourself what they are. But before you do, there's something I should share. My friends in the Black Shores told me you've already had a few run-ins with certain overseers. Is that right?
3. Cristoforo, Filova, and Scar. Plus the Grand Architect you mentioned.
Ah, those names do ring a bell. Frolova is codenamed Hecate. Cristoforo, Arachnos. Intriguing, isn't it?
His code name is
Flair they have for their
Arachnos?
own branding. But it's a telling detail. The codename can reveal its owner's style, personal tastes, even ambition.
Arachnos. I really wouldn't say there's any, like, spider motifs, though, with him. And I guess we just haven't seen it. I mean, Scar has that whole, like, goat form he turns into. Frolova turns into Hecate and has Hecate with her. Does that mean Cristofaro, in the future, if we ever actually fight him, gonna turn or have, like, a spider echo with him? I mean, I guess that's what that would mean. Arachno. Like, right now, and I feel like I'm stretching it by trying to say this, the only thing how that would apply to him from what we know is people getting stuck in his web of lies, you know, with his stories and how he manipulates everything to fit his truth. but it's a web of lies. But I feel like I'm stretching, kind of stretching that connection to make Arachnos fit. But interesting that that's what his code name is.
Think about it. A powerful resonator who causes chaos at random leaves no trail to follow. But give them a preference, a pattern. We can start to build a profile from the pieces. I've been compiling reports on the Overseers for years. Allow me to share what I've learned so far. I've reactivated your access. You'll find the door controls right over there.
How much info does he have on them? Once again, small hideout. A small hideout. Yeah, this is small, alright.
The Fraxidus is loosely organized. Most of its members have only undergone basic, artificially induced body modification. They're not terribly difficult to neutralize. But if you encounter artificers with more creative modifications, you're likely looking at the handiwork of Hydra.
There's another Overseer. So Hydra and Ares are two we haven't met.
Hydra is their leading mind on human evolution and body modifications. Whoever they are, they often work in tandem with Siren.
Okay, we're getting a lot
In
of
other
lore
words,
here.
If you spot one, be on guard in case the other is lurking close by.
Siren and Hydra. Okay.
Zashiki Warashi won't require much of your attention. This overseer primarily operates in Ashinohara, a region that's been largely destroyed by the Lament.
Ashinohara. I've heard of it somewhere before.
Ain't that the place where Chisha's
The girl
from?
we had in the infirmary for a while. Chisa, I remember. The city that trapped her, Honami.
Oh,
is part
that's
of
where Hanami.
Ashinohara.
Okay, I thought that's where she was from. Never mind.
Now, on to two key
Like where
pieces
she
of
was
the
getting
puzzle.
bullied or whatever for her.
I did
power.
say the Fraxidus was a loose organization, but even the most scattered cells still need funding to function. Remember that report from earlier? It's only a matter of time before you go to the new Federation. And based on the intel I've gathered,
Dude, they have been hyping up New
that's
Fed
their most
so
critical
much.
base of operations. And where you'll find Eris.
How critical? Do they operate in the open?
Not exactly. But in a place where money talks, they must have members in the highest echelons of government and business. Key members.
Dude, they're making it sound like New Fed is endgame. That's what they're making it sound like. New Fed is like the endgame. Like when we go there, shit has hit the fan already. Man, what's Calculator doing? Can he get a handle on them?
Their foothold
Come on,
in the new
Calcharo.
Federation has given them immense leverage. With that endless stream of wealth, the Fraxidus operates with impunity across the planet. Speaking of which, Star Torch Academy is also heavily funded by the new Federation. To be blunt, they're the Space Trek Collective's single largest donor.
Eris, huh? Duly noted. I'm assuming the other
Does
key
that mean the
piece is Grand
Fraxidus has a
Architect?
big hand in the Space Trek Collective?
The Fraxidus Grand Architect. Their true name is unknown. They only appear through borrowed identities. Real people, legendary beings, and even the phantoms of the dead from others' memories. I did brush shoulders with them once. It was a shame. I had no idea at the time, and missed my shot.
What was that?
This pen was the only thing I brought back
Is that
from
after your
great
whole
fire.
father thing? Or are you
I have
talking
yet to
about
decipher
him
the
being your
lettering.
father?
But it shows one thing for sure. The Grand Architect has been around for a very, very long time. It's a pity you called me to the High Roy. Otherwise, I would have continued following that trail. But you always have a good reason, right?
If I did, I don't remember it.
You uncovered all this by yourself.
More or less. I did have some help along the way.
to get your hands on one of the Grand Architect's personal items. You did more than just follow a trail. You infiltrated them.
Playing along with them isn't that difficult once you get the hang of it. Like I said, they are a loose organization.
So he is an ex-member.
Knowing the Fraxidus, stealing all that intel on the Overseers is risky, no matter how loose they are. Each infiltration will only be more dangerous than the last. Luke, how can a doctor who doesn't value his own life save anyone else's?
Boom, add it. Add that to the list of iconic lines in Wuthering Waves.
You know, this is the second time you've said those words to me.
Oof, of course it is. But we don't remember it because Rover wiped his memory.
They got away again. If I hadn't been so cautious, I could have taken care of them this time.
I should send today's findings to him. It's been 2 years. Suppose I'm due for a report.
It's been 2 years since he last contacted us at this point.
Good.
Sheesh.
You got the intel. Would have been a shame if I got myself killed for nothing. You want me to go to the High Roy? Why?
There's evidence of their activity in the High Roy. I need you to keep an eye on things. And frankly, you need a break.
Now is not the right time.
You've already drawn enough attention. Do we really have to wait for you to get killed to decide it's the right time? How can a doctor save anyone else's life if he doesn't value his own? Keep pushing like this, and you'll be no different from them.
Not pulling any punches, are you?
Trust me, that's only the warm-up. The High Roy is a nice place, Luke. Bright, passionate students. Beautiful snow. Perfect for slowing things down. Listen to me on this. Come.
He's really trying to reel Luke back in before he's too far gone.
Very well. As you wish. So I've led a leisurely life in the High Roy ever since. No need to worry. I know my limits.
He sees gold.
Let's set aside the Fraxidus for now. We should discuss the Exostrider plan. But first, tell me what happened to you and Imeth in the Frostlands.
God, it's very interesting to see their past relationship like that. Past Rover is really trying to make sure he can save Luke. Even though he kind of forced him to do something he didn't want to do.
Imeth, she... No wonder you're in such a state.
I understand her reasons. She was fighting for her dream, for the High Roy, in the only way she knew how. And I respect that. The fate she chose for herself. But I won't accept it. There's more I haven't tried. I'm not done fighting for her.
We love it when Rover shows emotion.
I wouldn't expect you to give
Please
up so
keep the
easy.
writing like this. Don't make him go back to just a
Now,
typical nameless
about the
gotcha
Exostrider.
self-insert MC.
It started with Space Trek
Let
Collective
Rover be
finding
their
a
own
giant
character.
Solid-skin root network in Bjarter Woods. They identified it as the lid, sealing the Strider Gate, so to speak. It keeps the Thernodians' fractured forms sealed on both sides of the Strider Gate. Break it, and these forms will reunite. That wouldn't just spell the High Roy's doomsday, but the entire world. But the Collective still yearned to open that gateway, to explore the unknown. So, they created the Synchronists. The idea was to use augmented resonance to amplify the Exostrider's power, hoping that would keep the Thernodians suppressed. But lately, the Thernodians' attacks on the seal have been increasing. I'm afraid the Fraxidus is also getting ready to make a move. With the reactor core returned, all you need now is a little patience. Wait for the Exostrider to awaken. Then we can focus on how to use it to find Imeth. You were a synchronist in the Academy once before. I'll speak with Lucilla about getting you piloting access.
We were synchronous.
Then I'll wait for
Interesting.
your news, Luke.
I wonder if Imeth knew
Certainly.
about that, because I don't think she
But our
mentioned it
immediate
at all.
priority should be the Fraxidus. I have a feeling they're planning to sabotage our plans for the Exostrider.
Then again, maybe that's why Imeth became a synchronous.
Rover
Because
said
she
he'd
knew
like
that
to
we
check on
did
the
it.
Exostrider in the Frostlands before he left. Well, it could be a way to take his mind off things. Now then,
Dr. Herssen, is something the matter?
Hello.
must you always assume the worst, Lucilla? Can't I just call to chat?
I find that highly unlikely, Doctor. Let's skip the preamble. What is it?
Rover.
Ah, so this is about Imeth. He was so tight-lipped with me about what happened in the Frostlands. Yet he spoke to you.
She does not
Sitting
sound
on our
happy
hands
about
won't
that.
Fix anything. And he was willing to open up. If a friend runs into trouble, I'll naturally step in to listen. Besides, what I have to share today benefits the Academy. It could help us get ahead of a few potential issues.
Very well. Let's hear it then. Meet me at the Institute. The usual spot.
The usual spot. How often do these two have these little conversations between each other?
My head's spinning.
What's wrong with you?
No. Oh, Dr. Herssen, it's good to see you.
Ethan, you looked fine not long ago. What happened to you?
My thesis, my spot at the...
Hold on. I recall you coming by the infirmary with good news earlier. Something about an institute professor recruiting you for your top marks? Is this the price you have to pay for that? Careful. You might get talked out of the job over health issues.
No, I will get that position at the Institute. I'll crawl there if I have to. I'll come back from the dead if I die first.
That is not a good mentality.
Now you're just delirious. I know getting this opportunity wasn't easy. You can't exactly just ask for time off. Come by my office later. I'll write you a sick note. You can't run yourself like an exoswarm, thinking you'll recharge the moment the sun comes up. It's not how we humans work.
Oh, thank you, Doctor. Good things are bound to come your way. This takes me back. I always got my best sleep passed out in your infirmary.
You know, even if it does seem like Luke wasn't exactly happy about Rover assigning him to Laha Roy, it's nice to see that it feels like he's fit all the way in, you know? He's kind of accepted it for what it is, and it seems like he's liking it for the most part. Although you can definitely tell he still wants to be out there hunting the Fraxidus and the Grand Architect. You definitely do get that vibe from him, but it does sound like he's come to enjoy his time in Laha Roy. He is taking it easy like Rover wanted him to.
Young Luke, what brings you to the Institute today?
Just here to discuss something with someone. How have your shifts been treating you these past few months?
Not bad. You know, these researchers, getting them in for a checkup is like pulling their teeth. I have to hunt them down myself. What do you say we grab a drink after my shift? The meal plans here are all nutritional efficiency. Taste like chewed up cardboard.
Of course. Why don't I show you that scout drone model I just finished while we're at it?
You work fast. You really do enjoy that sort of tinkering.
Taking things apart and putting them back together again is quite stress relieving. It's a nice way to unwind after a day's work.
So, what do you say we sneak over to Rogan's place when we get a minute and liberate the cannon barrel from that precious bot of his? We can put it back after he's had a good meltdown.
I'd rather not be an accomplice to that. It's unethical. And I can't believe you're still holding a grudge over that fish he stewed behind your back.
Yeah, see, Luke has made a life here. It's refreshing to see. He actually did take Grover's advice, like, seriously.
Have a seat, Doctor. Shame. I thought he would come with you.
He's been here before, but things are different now. I prefer not to have him tangled in the collective's trivial matters.
Trivial?
Fair enough. But I'm not like those stubborn old goats you're used to dealing with. I don't chase after pride or rank. All I care about is Star Torch Academy. Now go on. Give me the highlights, Dr. Herssen.
Damn.
The Fraxidus. I understand. I'll keep a closer watch. As for piloting the Exostrider, if he is capable, that's fine by me. The Research Institute will see to the preparations.
Alright, looks like we got our shot.
That said, we can't ignore the risks that come with opening the Strider Gate. I have someone in mind who can help. But first, let me have a quick word with her. The Threnodian concerns every one of us at Lahairoi. I'll handle the board as you've asked. You focus on him and the matters here on campus.
Thank you for understanding, Lucilla. President.
That was way easier than I thought it was going to be.
I thought you might think I had a hidden agenda. As a thank you, care for some candy?
He's always offering candy to everyone.
I'll pass. I'm well aware of your candy outreach program across campus. I've had my fill of sweets over the years.
Is no one in this entire story quest going to accept his candy?
To know exactly who you are.
What does she mean by that?
Thanks to your efforts in uncovering those moles, the Academy is safer, and we have far fewer headaches to worry about. What truly surprised us was your choice to stay all these years and become one of Lahairoi's steadfast guardians.
Okay, so she knows about him.
Oh, I'm just glad the president doesn't see me as some busybody.
You're the right kind of busybody. The kind we're happy to have.
A friend of mine sold me on this place. Went on and on about the beautiful snow and the bright, passionate students. Convinced me to come. But when I actually got here, nothing like the brochure he described. Turns out, 8 out of 10 staff members were planted here by different factions. Our students dream of reaching the stars, all while living in a gilded cage. Meanwhile, we have Roya dealing in exoswarm parts and colluding with new Federation smugglers. I know that these students aren't fools. They're the best minds from across the nations. If even I can see what's going on, how could they be blind to it? It's their ideals, their hope for the future that lets them endure the ugly realities of this place without becoming cynical. I only came to Lahairoi because a friend recommended it. But now...
he wants to protect it.
now you've grown to like it here, right?
Yes, same as you, Madam President. An urgent transmission from Nana. If you'll excuse me.
Dr. Herssen, there was a break-in at the infirmary. Nivора's being kidnapped by the one we previously detained, Warren.
What is your status? Are you severely damaged?
Does that clear Navora?
To worry, just need time to repair.
Damn, Nana got
Understood.
fucked up.
Prioritize damage control after this call. Notify the Academy's security department. It'll take time for them to respond. I'll go after Warren. Which direction did he take her?
Received message from the Academy. They're heading towards the Sky Arc space station in the Frostlands.
It's the Court of Savante space station he and I discovered before.
I'm on my way.
How would Warren know about that if he was locked up? Is Navora leading him there? I don't think Navora is cleared.
Warren has escaped. He's taken a student and is heading for one of the debris fields in the Frostlands.
What do you plan to do?
I'm going after him. I'd like you to set up a perimeter there to cut off his escape and prevent any further risks to the Academy.
Time to put him
You want
down.
me to secure a perimeter while you go in alone to handle Warren?
Because it's not Warren,
I have
is it?
Hypothesis. One I'd like to verify by myself.
It's GA and
Very
it's
well.
not Warren.
Your track record warrants it. Go, Dr. Herssen. I'll expect good news.
Time to take on GA again. We can see how his face is healing from that gunshot Galbrenna gave him. Yeah, because how would Warren know about that? Navora had to have told him about it.
Why now?
Unless one of the other spies has told Warren about it because they heard about it. And that's why he decided to make his move and take Navora, because she would know? It could go either way, I feel like. Isn't Rover in the Frostlands? Is he going to show up to help us, or is Luke really going solo here? There they are.
I know you've been here before. Take me to the data room. Now!
Oh, okay. I'll do anything you say.
They're heading deeper into the station. Is there someplace we haven't discovered yet?
Time to fight. Time to perform some surgery.
Right on schedule. Time to incise. Modality switch. Rise anew.
God, Luke's combat is so sick. I'm so glad I managed to get him as a character. I wish I had his weapon, but he still does work at S0, R0, so not too upset about it. But it would have been nice to get his weapon, but we gotta save up. We can always grab it on a rerun if we really want it. They already murk people?
The researchers the Academy stationed here. 2 with gunshot wounds, but still alive. And this one? No vitals.
People say Wuthering Waves has no death.
Their bleeding stopped. I should keep going after Warren.
The bath's clear.
I thought I was about to fall in that hole.
Right on schedule.
Alright, what are we fighting now? More of these guys?
Entombed in daybreak. I am the vessel. Accurate prediction.
Tune break. Oh, never mind.
Yep.
Alright, there we go. Open this bad boy up.
Spatial anomalies. Did someone reactivate the Skyark system?
Dude, they're moving fast.
I'll get out of Lahai Roy. Out of this cursed place.
So he's just trying to escape. Holy, look at Luke's eyes.
It
Look at his
appears
golden
Warren's
blood.
taken
Dude, he
Navora
looks
to the
dope.
data room we visited earlier.
Dude, full Forte Luke is dope. The glowing eyes and the glowing blood.
The bath's clear. The path is
So
blocked.
clean.
It's those error modules again. I should use the adapter.
Alright, let's go. We gotta save Navora. Stop Warren from escaping. Even though I still feel like Navora is part of this entire thing.
The bath's clear. It's cleared. Gotta keep moving.
Platforming.
Almost there. Now, moment of truth.
Wait, what? What happened? Did it send me back because I teleported? I guess it did. Alright, don't teleport there. My bad.
I brought the student, just like you asked. So, you... Where are you? Lahai Roy was just a minor setback. I'm still useful. I still have work in the new Federation. I still... Stop hiding! Say something!
So he got told to bring her.
You! That doctor who's always watching.
Hello, Warren.
You've reached a dead end, Warren. Don't you see that?
You think that scares me?
It's your dead end!
Alright, Luke, let's tune break him. Oh, that was a clean
Skyark's
cut.
data room. There must be a reason.
That was a clean cut to the
Is
fight.
that just impulse? Perhaps. Blink. And
Ooh.
agony ends. Split. in
Echo?
form.
Covering fire! I really wish that Echo did more
Modality
damage.
split.
Then it would be worth it to actually have it on field.
Excision.
Ow.
My past,
You know what?
My scalpel etches your epitaph.
Yeah. There we go. That's a cool way to kill him. Oh no, Warren got caught in the crossfire. What will we ever do about Warren?
No! Dr. Herssen! Warren, is he?
He's only unconscious. Everything's okay, Navora. How are you feeling?
Are you innocent?
I'm fine. It's just that he struck me in the back of the neck. It really hurts. I'm really scared.
Dude, I don't feel comfortable right now. I feel like I do not trust her at all.
It's okay. Don't force yourself to hold it in.
She saw the pen.
After a shock like that, it's much better if you let it out.
She
Keeping it
noticed the
bottled
pen.
up is stressful in itself.
That's not her. It's actually it has to be GA.
Take your time. Tell me what happened.
That's
when
2
you're ready.
times now where she looked at the pen. That has to be GA.
I'll try. I need a moment.
Then rest here for now. I'll go check on Warren.
Luke, I know for a fact you recognize the fact that Navora kept looking at the pen.
I fell asleep on the hospital bed. When I woke up and opened my eyes, Warren was pointing a gun at my head. He was frantic, grilled me non-stop about Skyark, and when he found out I'd been to the station before, he forced me to bring him.
Navora, what are you doing? This ain't Navora.
Those researchers by the door.
Alright, GA, you can
One of
drop the
them
act.
Didn't make it. The other 2 are still alive.
You can drop the act,
I
GA.
see. As for what else happened, I don't really remember.
Drop the act,
all right.
motherfucker.
I've already formed a rough theory about his motives now. You should rest, Navora. We'll handle things from here.
Is that so? Then, Dr. Herssen, care to share your theory?
What's gonna happen here? Luke knows. There's no way he doesn't. He's aware that Navora right now is not Navora. Did Warren just get shot? He was right in front of Luke on the ground. That was so sick. Oh my god, he just headshotted! That's the second time he's been shot in the head and the GA is still alive. What the?
How mean. Is that any way to treat us?
Oh, I do not like the bone cracking sound.
I'm afraid identity theft is not in the curriculum. Isn't that right?
Oh, he's just transforming into everyone now. Transform into the kid that Ferlopa talked to.
Since you insist on playing the student, I'll offer a lesson. It takes 2 to play a game.
Oh, Rover cut its head off. Oh, Rover, you... Dude, that was fucking badass.
Played me for a fool, didn't you?
Dude, that was badass. I did not
I
expect
was
Rover to
going
show up
kill
like
you
that.
For a little one-on-one time with Rover. Shame.
Oh my god, no, hold on, stop. We need a... First of all, did Warren get shot? Because GA was aiming the gun at Luke's head, and Luke was right over Warren. The way they shot, that should have hit Warren. So did Warren get shot? No, so I love Luke's teleportation technique, man. The way he used it there reminded me of how Sasuke uses his Renegon in Boruto, dude. That was so sick with the place swap. I can't believe they actually showed Luke just shooting Navora straight in the head. Like, I know it's GA, but like, it was in Navora's body. I can't believe they actually showed that. Like, that was a... Holy crap. And then Rover showing up there at the end, you could feel the hatred coming from Rover right there. He was ready. He was ready to end a life, and he thought he did, but fortunately no. But he was ready to end the GA's life right there. Holy, that scene was amazing. Holy crap.
That you evaded what was meant for you.
What does he mean by that?
But it's okay. Uncle Warren's dead.
Oh, the bullet.
Nice and clean.
So they did just kill Warren.
Being caught out in the open, and still he thought he could just vanish from La Highroy and get away with this fiasco. The naivety is remarkable.
Anyway, I got back what I wanted too, so I'm a happy girl.
He really wanted that pen.
On my way here, I kept wondering why you acted so quickly. Didn't fit your usual style of staying in character until the very end. Just as I thought. You were after this pen.
So important about
yes,
the pen.
My precious. I couldn't find it anywhere. So it was you who took it from me.
How long has he been looking for the pen?
This is the first time someone's taken something from me. Oh, I almost forgot to ask. When did you begin to suspect?
If you must know, my suspicions began to deepen during our last visit to the space station, when you feigned that injury. Your acting had been flawless, Grand Architect, but even you cannot mimic what you don't understand.
Is Luke trying to say that the Grand Architect doesn't know what it feels like to be injured? Because if so, he just lobbed him an aura farm. Luke literally just lobbed him an aura farm and he slam dunked that shit.
Death itself. To an immortal like you, no matter how many times you die, it's just another lost identity. And I happen to have seen you die before.
Oh? Is this why you've had your eye on me all this time? Let me think. Oops. Can't seem to remember. My bad. My real favorite things are the ones that are really old and far, far away.
I don't like
But
that they
you-
looked at us.
You're something special, Dr. Herssen. You're the first person in forever to ever come this close. Without you, the game in the High Roy would be so boring. So, you get prizes.
Is it candy?
And I promise, it's right up your alley.
Is it candy?
Now, for the first one. At the upcoming new solar celebration, among all the lovely students, stands a member of the Fraxidus.
So there's another spot. That's creepy as hell. I don't like how they're all looking at us.
I'm so looking forward to that child's performance.
Telling us this doesn't do your spy any good.
But that's what makes it fun! It's a cat and mouse game. The mouse needs to know the cat is coming, or how else will it run fast enough?
Don't
for
you
its
dare
little
compare
wing?
us to a cat. The last thing I want to hear you comparing us to right now.
To win, you just have to be the hunter. And if you do end up catching that child, that just proves they were useless anyway.
That was only the first. What's the next one?
The next prize is right here in this data room. You're so smart, Dr. Herssen. I bet you've already figured it out, no? I had so much fun on this little trip to the Sky Arc. So, how did you feel seeing the etheric sea? Oh, home sweet home. Your faraway home. The one you can never,
Oh,
ever
you.
go back to.
You're really poking the bear right now. You're really poking the bear right
Meeting you there
now.
wasn't all for nothing. The look on your face was the sweetest treat.
Oh, he's really
Let's be
asking
sure to
for
have
it.
more fun like this in the future. Until next time, you two.
The next time that sword is going through
I
them.
wish you a pleasant past, present, and future.
That sword is going through you next time. Oh my god, GH just got under my skin the same way Cristofaro does.
Why did you stop me? You think we couldn't have stopped her here?
Oh my god.
Yes. My goal was to gather intelligence, not apprehend the Fraxidus' Grand Architect. When we dug up my father's empty grave, I realized that it is no simple feat to find an immortal who leaves no trail. The Grand Architect may appear to act on a whim, but in my observation, that playfulness is just another layer of disguise. There's a purpose behind it. When Nana called earlier, something felt off. Warren is a researcher himself. Why would he need to take a student hostage to investigate a debris field? Even if he did, breaking into the infirmary and letting Nana send a distress call was a sloppy strategy. Of course I'd be the first person she contacted.
So that's why you called me afterwards. I did hear Navora say you've had her in the infirmary all this time. You were keeping an eye on her then.
I was waiting for her to show her hand. Until then, it was all speculation. I needed to see her end the act to be sure.
God, Luke is so smart.
Immortal.
And handsome.
1,000 faces.
And cool.
We've managed to gather quite a bit of intel on the Grand Architect. If I'm not mistaken, there should be something more important hidden in this room. Otherwise, she wouldn't have called it a prize.
Why would the GA let you see it, though, if it's something important? I guess it could be the GA trying to lead us in a certain path. Because I guess he wants us to open the Strider Gate. That's probably the moment that they're gonna... That's the moment of opportunity they need us to open the Strider Gate for them. So he's gotta, like, push us along the right path. Is that a rocket?
These are personnel files from the Skyark space station. This lettering. Do you recall the lead researcher on the Etheric Sea Initiative? The one we saw in the hologram during our first visit?
Professor Junchi.
Yes. During his lecture, he mentioned a scholar who had just joined the project, Wei Ying, but his introduction was cut short.
Is that the introduction?
I've found that scholar's record in the system. And her name.
Her name.
The letters of this name are a perfect match with those engraved on that pen.
The GA?
Are you saying that scholar is the Grand Architect?
He really has been around for a long time.
According
Holy
to these
crap.
Records, the Etheric Sea Initiative was stalled due to a lack of funding. Until
How long have they been, like, moving?
Then it was pushed back on track. Her involvement influenced the CSC's decision on this project. But everything else about her birthplace, employment history, or academic background is missing.
Sounds like another identity borrowed by the Grand Architect.
Indeed. It seems we've just traced this 1,000-faced individual back to an even earlier point in Solaris' history. These records also show Wei Ying took great interest in the CSC and Etheric Sea Initiative during that period. That must be why she infiltrated the Skyark space station.
The universe. What secrets is it hiding behind all those infinite stars?
How long has the Grand
I really
Architect
want
been
to know.
planning this?
And about that footage... No need to explain. The fewer people who know about your secret, the better. It just occurred to me that this wasn't a coincidence. If her goal in the past involved you, then it's something to keep in mind on your journey ahead.
Oh man, I don't like this. This is setting up some very bad implications for the future.
My entry point to Solaris after leaving my distant homeland.
This is setting up so many implications for the future, and I do not like it.
The Etheric Sea before its planet-wide spread. Did she want to use it as a medium to reach somewhere beyond? I will. Given her nature, it's only a matter of time before we meet again. The more she appears, the more she gives away. If she enjoys playing games, then it means she'll follow some rules at least. Otherwise, she'd die of boredom.
What is with that evil ass look?
Exactly. And as I've said before, sometimes style, personal taste, and ambition can be more revealing than intended. The Fraxidus has more than one base in Solaris, and I'm far from the only one with a grudge or an interest in their activities. Until now, the Grand Architect has been like a reflection in water. She never appears as her own person, only by the faces of the already dead. But now, her fascination with what lies beyond all those infinite stars is a thread we can pull. We can start identifying which schemes bear her signature. And the
We've
Court of
got more
Savante,
information.
since our Grand Architect has taken interest in them before, a trip to Mengzhou may be worth a visit.
The Court of Savante was active in Mengzhou?
Just a rumor. They say a city was built there under their direction.
So are we going to be going to
There may
Mengzhou
be
next or the
clues
New
there.
Fed? They're setting them both up. Though New Fed, it seems like they're setting up for way
the New
later down the
Federation,
line.
You'll likely end up there eventually if you plan to counter the Fraxidus' operations in the future.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to New Fed
Not
next.
now. Things are too complicated over there, and they handle resonators differently. Even with the Black Shore's backing, going in unprepared would be serious risk.
Oh, yeah, we're going to New Fed, but it's not going to be for a while. That might be like 6.0
I'll be
type
cautious.
shit.
Before Navora, did you find
I
any
guess
other
Minjo
traces
would
of
be
this
the next
Grand
place we go
Architect from
to?
High Roy?
See the Court of Savante connection?
Yes. There is this one thing, but it's only speculation. About how Imeth disappeared. From what you told me, she died from overclocking trying to stop the Thernodian over a decade ago. After that incident, the Academy detected cracks on the Thernodian seal in the depths of Biarter Woods. The damage seemed intentional.
This motherfucker's the reason Imeth is dead.
You mean?
I believe it was the Grand Architect who damaged the seal, and that led to Imeth's death.
Dude, the next time we see him, that sword is going through his chest. He is so dead. He is so dead.
Things here now. We should leave.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think Luke should have told Rover that.
To where?
Dude, he is mad.
go
You can
clear our
hear it in
minds.
his voice.
You shouldn't sit with this alone.
Holy crap, dude. Oh my god, dude. I honestly don't think Luke should have told him that. I honestly don't think Luke should have told Rover that.
Penny for your thoughts?
I'm mad.
There's too many to count.
We're angry. We want to kill the
Feel
GA.
like talking about it?
Maybe a little.
Oh man, the fucking GA, you are so. I hope to God we get a boss battle
I keep
against GA
wondering if the
here in
choices
the
I
near
made
future.
in the past were the right ones. I still don't know why I chose to erase my memories. That one decision cost me my grip on everything. It made me leave so many people behind.
Oh, we're finally admitting to this?
You, Imeth, those at the Black Shores, and probably more I don't even know or remember now.
Thank God they're letting Rover be an
I
actual
pulled
character.
everyone into my grand plan to save the world. And when it mattered most, I wasn't even there. If we can't save Imeth, she'll just be forgotten, left to drift in the void forever.
Even if that hadn't happened, your path was always destined to diverge from most of ours. You know your lifespan is immense. Barring some accident, most of us will leave this world long before you.
That is sad. That is extremely depressing.
Death and goodbyes are a final lesson no one escapes. But for you, it's a question that lingers for an exceptionally long time.
You're right.
Since you already know that, you should also see that everyone else has already given their answer. You're still the same person you were before. Just as resilient, still bringing hope to others. That's why, after all these years, we're still willing to stand with you. And it's not because you're a supposed savior. It's because you've always been you.
That is probably the biggest
We're
thing
not just doing
Rover
this for
needed
you.
to hear right now.
We're doing it for Solaris.
Luke might have
The
just
future
said
we
like the
all
most
chose to
perfect
fight
thing
for.
that Rover needed to hear. No wonder he's a mental health doctor.
We chose this path ourselves. You have nothing to feel guilty for. One can only move
He's good at his
forward by
job.
making peace with what's lost. You taught me that a long time ago. In the end, I failed to find my father's murderer. I failed to protect Ryan. I failed to protect my own family.
So what happened to Ryan? Did he just die in the experiment, or? Assuming that's what happened, he was one of the people
But your
experimented
brother
on
is
that
still
didn't.
alive. You're alive.
Wait, what? Never
There's
mind.
still hope.
Ryan's still alive?
You did everything you could.
Then where is he?
Who knows when I'll wake up next time.
I swear to God, man, if Ryan is Cristofaro, I'm gonna be so upset.
Then we'll make a promise, Luke.
Then that means I want to kill Luke's
We'll see
brother.
each other again next winter.
But Luke wants to
You'll
save
open
his
your
brother.
eyes, and I'll be standing right here, just like today.
Sorry, Luke. If Ryan is Cristofaro, he's staying on the kill list. Sorry, it's just how it is.
Come now. Enough with that face. Some candy?
Just accept it this time, please. He's been rejected so many times this entire quest.
You always carry candy with you. You sure they really work?
Can't hurt.
It'll help take the edge off and lighten the mood. Your words.
Ah, that. Honestly, not really. It's become more of a habit of mine. As a boy, I'd have one whenever things felt too big to handle. The sweetness was a distraction, something to look forward to. Later, after I inherited Naviale, I realized there were still so many things I couldn't control. So I'd eat them to cope, especially when I was up to my neck in trouble thanks to my business associates. Even after I left the company and set out to follow the Fraxidus' trail on my own, I'd be chewing on one while I watched those who helped me die right in front of me.
I should have been paying more
Still
attention to the
powerless, it
background.
seems.
They might have just shown like a sneak peek at like Hydra or Ares' design. Damn it,
So
I
I've
should have
come
been
to
paying more
believe that
attention.
No matter how
I
strong
was too
a
busy reading the
person becomes,
subtitles.
not everything can be done perfectly. In life, many things are beyond our control. I still enjoy candy. It reminds me that meeting people is still a gift, even if I know I might lose them one day. If you let grief and anger burn you out, you become obsessed with results. You forget the joy you felt along the way. A little sweetness helps keep the numbness at bay.
Dude, this OST that's playing in the background. Is this his EP? I have not listened to his EP yet. I hope this is his EP. Or at least I hope it's on Apple Music already. I want to add this to my playlist. Oh, so finally, someone accepted the candy. Thank God. Poor Luke, he's been offering them to everyone, and everyone said no.
How does it taste?
Bitter. Or is he gonna say sweet?
Luke, my chances of saving Armeth, they're pretty slim, aren't they?
They are. You'll need a miracle. But you've always been good at making those happen.
Dude, this camera work, holy crap. So good.
Thanks for the candy.
You're very welcome.
I thought he was gonna ask him if he wants another one. Is that the end? That is the end. Dude, that was a damn good quest. Holy crap. There was so much in that quest. Jesus. Can I talk to him? Providing help. Yeah, dude, there was so much in that quest. Holy crap. Alright. Well, wait, can I talk to him, or is he just sit here? We're just gonna sit here with him. Alright, well, I can officially say now, with the entirety of 3.1 story quests, including the first part and this part, so the iMyth and Luke part together, best story quest in Wuthering Waves history. When it was just the first part, just the iMyth part, I was still kind of up. Like, it was really damn good, don't get me wrong. But I was still kind of considering maybe 2.5 was just as good, if not better. Just slightly. But now with this completed, intact, these two quests together, because this counts as 3.1 story quests. Like, I know they're two different quests, but they're both in this version, so I'm counting them as one. This easily takes the number one spot now over 2.5. So right now, I think my ranking would be 3.1, 2.5, 2.4, 2.7, 2.2. I think that's what my ranking would be right now. So 2.0 ended up getting kicked out of the ranking, I think. Actually, wait. Maybe 3.1, 2.5, 2.4, 2.7, and then either 2.2 or 2.0. I think the number 5 spot's still up for grabs, but still, regardless, holy crap, dude, 3.1 brought us so much, and just the second half quest brought us so much lore about the GA, about the Fractious. We know more of the Overseers now. Luke's story and connection with Rover is honestly really great. Once again, they're letting Rover be an actual character. They're not just generic self-insert gotcha MC. They're an actual character. Please, for the love of God, Kuro Games, keep writing in this direction. Alright? I don't care about Rover being a self-insert. Like, let them be their own character. Let them actually form connections with characters and have them actually be within the world and not just be with the banner character for that patch. Like, dude, the story is so much better when they write it that way. Oh man, dude. You know what's gonna really suck about leaving Laha Roy? Is leaving Luke behind. He is such a smart character. The way they wrote him is amazing. He is such a smart, intelligent character, man. It's gonna suck to leave him behind, but it would be rude of Rover to ask Luke to leave Laha Roy at this point, because, like he said it himself, he's grown to like the place. He's grown to want to be here instead of... It's no longer just an assignment for him. This is now his new home. he basically said as much to Lucilia. So it would be rude to ask Luke to leave. And even though he would probably leave if Rover asked him to, I don't think Rover, at least this current version of Rover that we have, I don't think he'd be willing to ask Luke to leave. Though I do think the way they've written Luke, he is easily a character we can see, you know, texting Rover in the future. There's going to be like a quest where it's like, oh, we here at the Black Shores received some new information from Luke and Laha Roy. Like, he's easily a character that can be mentioned or brought up. He can even, I could easily see him leaving Laha Roy for like just a mission and then going back. Like, he's very easily a character that can write back into the story if they so desire to. But no, he's a great character. He definitely shines in this patch. In my opinion, he doesn't even get outshined by Imyth. Like, despite how amazing Imyth was, Luke is right there with her, in my opinion. They did really well with his whole character. They told us his backstory. Granted, they didn't give us like all of his backstory. Like, you know, we got a very like Spark Notes edition of it. But they gave us the information we needed to connect with him and to feel for why he's doing this and why, you know, what motivates him. So they gave us what we needed. I honestly don't feel like there's anything missing from that quest. I honestly don't think there's anything you could really add to that quest. Like, that quest was perfectly paced. They gave us all the info we needed, the info we didn't know we wanted, but we got, like about the GA and how long he's been at this. Like, it is amazing. And now we know that there's another spy. So I'll have to wait and see. I'm pretty sure Luke is going to be on that in the next story patch. So I wouldn't be surprised if Kuro decides to keep up with the whole, oh, you're not the banner character, so you're not going to be as featured or even be in the story quest. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the excuse for Luke, is he's helping the infirmary after the break-in. He's helping Nana get back up to speed, and he's also keeping tabs on what could be the new, or not the new, but the other spy in the academy right now, while we're off doing whatever with Sigrika. So very interesting to see, but overall, no. 10 out of 10, this patch has been nothing but amazing. Just everything about this patch has been great. They have stuck the landing on this patch. This patch is the Sentinel patch with Imyth, so they had to land it, and they've landed, they killed it, they did it, everything. This is a 12 out of 10 patch. I honestly cannot stop singing praises about it. I will be making a full story review, story recap, or not recap, but kind of just like going over all my opinions about it, the Imyth portion and the Luke portion in a separate video. So for now, this will go ahead and end my short little review of this patch, of this half as well. So with that being said, thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, God bless, happy gaming, and I will see you all next time in the next video.